Debt funds in India were always sold as an alternative to fixed deposit where nobody, absolutely none of the investor was made aware about the risks that debt funds carried. They were always sold as the risk-free instruments just like any other fixed deposit. Some point of the time they were also compared with the fixed deposits of nationalized banks until the biggest myth was busted in the year 2018 when came the default, all the big defaults. Thousands of crores were lost. I will not name the companies, but there was slew of defaults that came into the market and investors lost a lot of money in these so-called safe debt funds. Hello everyone, I am CA Rohit Gyanchandani and I welcome you all to our YouTube channel FinCademy. Friends, today before beginning our main topic, our main video, I would like to join my hands and request you to please follow the protocols of COVID-19. It is really important. The nation right now is under a huge threat where we are losing a lot of precious lives of our citizens. It could happen to anybody. The only way to get away from this is to mask up. The mask is really important. Follow the social distancing norms. Get out of your house only when it is really important. Otherwise, stay home. One more request is that try to help as many people as possible, as many underprivileged people in whatever manner, be it money, be it food, be it anything. Just try to help. This nation does not need anybody but its citizens. You and I, both of us can make a lot of difference. So please follow the COVID-19 rules and stay safe with your family. So now let's begin with our topic of today, that is analysis of debt mutual funds, or more precisely how to read the fact sheet of debt mutual funds. Now again, just like equity fact sheet video that we already discussed, okay, there are three stages of this video. There are three parts. First is the terminologies that we are going to discuss about the debt scheme. Then whatever terminologies are involved, all the jargons we are going to discuss, we are going to simplify them. Then we are going to see a live analysis of a fact sheet of a debt mutual fund. And then finally we will go into the checklist of debt mutual funds. So let's begin. Now the first important terminology that a lot of people get confused with is Macaulay duration. Try to understand this particular figure will help you to match your investment horizon with the portfolio's horizon. So this tells us how much time would it take for the portfolio to recoup its investment. So basically, if there is a Macaulay duration of let's say 4 years, that means your investment horizon should be 4 years or less in order to achieve the kind of returns that fund is able to generate. That can be seen by YTM. Now what is YTM? YTM means yield to maturity. This is a rate of return that is expected. Mind you, a lot of people will missell you saying that this is YTM means the fixed return. It's not like that. There are a lot of factors involved which could change YTM dramatically. So it is the expected return to be generated if the portfolio is held till maturity. So I told you why it is important to link your investment horizon with Macaulay's duration. Now when we do the live analysis, I will show you exactly how to do that. Okay. Third one is modified duration. Now as we all know, interest rates and bond or bond fund or NAV of a debt fund are inversely proportional. So when interest rate rises, the value or the NAV of bond fund or a debt fund decreases. I'll tell you why in simple words. Suppose if there is a bond in a bond fund, so there is one bond fund that only holds one bond and that bond has 7% interest. Okay. Tomorrow if interest in economy increases by 2%, okay, now that 7% will become 9%. But what is the bond that you are holding? 7%. What is the return in the market now? 9%. That means your bond is worth less. It's not worthless, it is worth less. So the value of your bond will reduce to the extent it generates 9% return. Okay. Similarly, if the interest rates reduces, now for example, if the interest rate fall by 2%, so from 7 it became 5, then now the current rate in the market is 5%, but you are holding a bond that has 7% yield. So that means your bond is worth more. It is worth more. So whatever was the value, it will be increased by the proportionate amount to make sure that the bond yields only 5% now. Is that clear? So interest rate is inversely proportional to the NAV of debt mutual fund. Now what is modified duration? Modified duration measures the sensitivity of the fund against its interest rate. This is really simple figure. I'll show you. Suppose, just assume that a fund has, let's say, modified duration of 5. Okay, and interest rates in market increase by 1%. Now when there is increase in interest rate, that means the NAV of fund will reduce, inverse proportional. How much will it reduce? It will reduce by 5% because the modified duration of fund is 5. What if the modified duration of fund is 1? It will reduce by 1%. What if it's 2? It will reduce by 2%. Is that clear? So that is how it is. Again, suppose the interest rates in market fall by 1%. Yes, like I said, if the interest rate falls, the value of the fund will go up, but how much will it go up? Same, whatever is the modified duration. So if the modified duration is 5, the NAV of the fund will go 5% up in one single day. Is that clear? So it works both ways. The fourth and very important concept that one needs to learn is credit quality. Now this is quite tough, but I'll try to simplify it for you, and we can see this in our fact sheet. Credit quality means the ability of a company or a person to pay the money back. Who judges this credit quality? There are credit rating agencies like CRISIL, ICRA, CARE. All these companies, they do due diligence of the borrower, whoever is issuing these bonds. They do due diligence and then they come up with this rating. Now when we say AAA, this AAA here, AAA means that it is the bond with highest safety. The company has everything quite good. Okay. Then comes AA, a little lower, then A lower, then BBB a bit risky, BB is very risky, B much more risky, C is like very higher chance of default, D is default. Okay, so you can see this here. Clearly you can see. Now what is A1, A2, A3, A4, D? In long term they follow AAA, AA. In short term bond, so let's say 90 days paper or a 180 days paper, they follow A1, A2, A3. Again, A1 is the best, A4 is the worst, D means default. So you need to check the credit quality of portfolio before investing. Now let's try to put all this in a fact sheet and see what we can come up with. So here is an example we are taking, that is SBI Savings Fund. Now this is a money market fund. Now what is money market fund? Basically a fund that invests in the securities with a maturity of close to 1 year. It cannot go beyond 1 year. So now let's try to analyze this. Let's see the points that we learned. Okay. Now, so this is an open-ended debt scheme. Okay, allotment date and all those things are fine. Now whatever we have learned, we have to check that. Here comes the modified duration. Now what was modified duration? The percentage, the sensitivity of NAV towards its interest rate changes. So 0.43 years, forget the years part. Just understand if it's in percentage format. Let's say it is 0.43%. That means if interest rate rises by 1%, the value of this portfolio will fall by 0.43%. If interest rate falls by 1%, the value of this fund will rise by 0.43%. Inverse proportional relation. Keep this in mind. This is very important. Okay. Then comes the Macaulay duration. Now pay attention to Macaulay duration. Macaulay duration is 0.45 years. This is basically close to 5-6 months. Okay. So if your investment horizon is, let's say, under 1 year or 9 months, then you can go with this fund. 0.45 years means it is close to 6 months or 5 months. YTM, yield to maturity, is 3.84%. What is this? This indicates that if you hold this fund for, let's say, 6-7 months, then this is the kind of returns you will get on annualized basis. Now 3.84% you will not get for 6 months. You have to divide it by, so this is for a year, this is for 12 months. If the fund is for 6 months, then you will get half of this. Is that clear? So now we understand these things. So we saw Macaulay duration. On the basis of Macaulay duration, if I am an investor who has a horizon of less than, let's say, 1 year, I can go ahead with this fund. The sensitivity of this fund is quite fine, 0.43%. Yield to maturity is close to 4%, 3.84%. So if I am expecting that kind of return at that kind of period, then I can select this fund. Now let's come to our credit rating part. Now here you can see, now understand, the total maturity of this portfolio is close to 6 months. That means it will not have any major component of long term bonds. So all the ratings that we are able to see is A plus, A plus, A plus. See right here, CRISIL A plus, ICRA A plus. CRISIL is also rating agency, ICRA is also rating agency. Then here we can see almost there are A plus ratings. Then there is Government of India Security, which is sovereign. So sovereign means highest quality paper, which basically cannot default. I mean, if a country goes bankrupt, only then this will default. Otherwise, it's just fine. Okay, so sovereign is much better than AAA or A1 plus. Then there are these treasury bills of Reserve Bank of India, again with sovereign guarantee. Now, if you don't want to go one by one, you can simply check this portfolio classification by rating class. Here you can see 75% of portfolio is A1 plus, okay, which is the best quality paper. Remaining 31.27% is sovereign, which is government, and minus 6.21% is they have basically borrowed money and then invested. So maybe they are borrowing at a lower rate and investing at a higher rate. They can do that. That's not a big problem. The only thing that we need to see is the credit quality of fund is good. In this case, the credit quality of fund is excellent. There are all the best quality papers along with the government papers. Is that clear? So we have checked all the 4 things that I have taught you. Now let's try to understand the most important points that we have learned and then summarize them. Okay. First and foremost, return of capital is more important than return on capital in case of debt mutual fund investing. Try to understand, when you invest in debt, your goal is to preserve your capital and earn some reasonable amount of interest on it. Your goal is not to earn a huge amount of return on it, just like equity funds. So preference should always be to return of capital. Second, never ever compromise on quality of credit just for the sake of higher yield. There could be a fund that could give you a higher YTM, but there will be all the kachra bonds. Kachra means junk. All those bonds will be there. If one of those bonds goes bust, your NAV will go down faster than you thought. Is that clear? So never ever compromise with the quality for higher yield. Last but not the least, do not take risks with debt fund. A lot of people look at credit risk funds returns. They say, okay, this is a debt fund, it generates 10-11% return. Try to understand, friends, if there was a debt fund that was assuring you 10-11% of fixed return, why would even people take the risk of investing in equities? Think about it. Obviously, the credit risk funds will invest in the papers that are below AA. That means are maybe not investment grade papers with not a good track record or a credit history. That's the reason they are giving higher yield. That's the reason they are giving higher returns. For generating higher returns, you have an option to invest in equities. Do not take risks with debt funds. That's all. So these are the 3 points. First, return of capital is important, much more important than return on capital. Never compromise with the quality for yield. And last but not the least, do not invest or do not take risk with debt funds. If you want to take risk, go ahead and take it with equity funds. I hope I have made all the points that are important for analysis of fact sheet of debt mutual fund very clear. Hit that like button if you like the video and subscribe to our channel. Press that bell icon to stay updated with latest notifications on our channels. Friend, we also run a WhatsApp broadcast list. Here is the number of that list. You can send a hi on this number and we will add you to our WhatsApp broadcast list, where you will be getting interesting articles and posts on personal finance on regular basis. That's it for this video. See you in next one.